plan. So can we kind of start there exactly what is going to happen on Liberation? Where are we with the planning and what's the next step?
Yeah, sure. So Liberation this year is it's co-hosted, if I may. The governor's office, the mayor's council, and GVB. We're working together to to put a nice celebration together for Liberation, and so we're certainly working on a parade for July 21st. We'll make that announcement soon enough, where you can pick up float applications or parade entry applications. We're certainly going to be encouraging everyone to come out to to participate in the parade, whether you're an entry or if you're just coming out to be a spectator. I think this year you're going to find a lot more relief in the way we do things. There's certainly a different way. Again, we'll make that announcement soon enough. I think most of us are pleased at the way we're proceeding with the parade this year. I know there was a lot of concern about some construction on Marine Corps Drive when we were discussing it, but we have been assured that all of that construction will be done by next month and will not have to, won't interfere with our July activities. So the parade is for sure. There's definitely going to be fireworks, and we'll make those announcements soon enough. Thursday, there's the food trucks on Thursdays are always out there, and we're hoping that those food trucks will stay out there for Thursday because the fireworks will be out right that night. So hopefully we'll work on that. There's no carnival this year, or at least that the mayor's council is putting together, but we are working on a Friday Saturday event that I think everyone will enjoy. If you're not familiar yet with the GBB's Fandania Friday down at Ipoh Beach, at Ipoh Beach, I think take a look at it because it's a fun event. We're going to one of the staff had said that it was going to be Fandania Fridays on steroids. So it'll be fun. It's certainly going to be family oriented. Unfortunately, for those gamblers out there, we're not having any casinos or any gambling that we're planning so far. So if it happens, it happens. But I know we're not putting that together just yet. And then, of course, Saturday, we're putting together something for our Liberation celebration on Saturday, and we're certainly going to announce all of that soon. But we're not having a Queens contest this year because we've, like I said, I've talked about it since January.
Yeah.
And not too many want to, jump out at running for or putting together the Queens contest because there's a lot of work in that. And there's a lot of fundraising, and we're just kind of not in those times. And of course, we certainly looked at another way to put a queen up, and those different ideas I think might work one day, but we're a little too taxed this year to kind of put that together. And there were so many different ideas tossed around and as to how we could actually make this work without money, without having to raise any money. And like I said, I'm certain that it will work in one day, but for this year, it's not. We're looking at a big surprise for Liberation. We don't know yet what that's going to be.
Oh, nice. I love surprises.
Yeah, don't we all?
They didn't tell you though, right? They're like, don't tell Mayor Jesse. He goes on the link. Don't tell him.
Yeah, don't tell him. He's always on KOA.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's some type of entertainment. I'm guessing, right?
Well, we're not gonna pay for something crazy. That's for sure. We don't have the money, but I'm sure it'll be a nice surprise.
Is there anything in the ARP about you can throw a Liberation concert?
yeah, right. It's a short.
So I think it's on page 11. Now, Mayor, are you guys far ahead in the discussion so you can tell us what about the camping out on the sides of Marine Corps Drive? Is that going to be allowed this year? The permitting, people always get the permits for their spots.
We are far along in that discussion, and yes, there's definitely going to be. I can't tell you exactly yet what it's going to be, but yes, we're going to permit that. It'll be permitted. The spectators on those slots will certainly be permitted. again, all the confirmed information will be coming out. We'll put that out in one release so that it's accurate information.
Right.
But for families who traditionally do it, my advice is plan on it. And for families who don't usually do it, I think this is the time. This is the parade you want to come to, because I think in the past we've had all these other ceremonies and they kind of just for whatever reason may or may not have been well attended, but the parade this year I think will be a lot of fun. So plan on it.
Yeah.
The one thing though that we will continue as we always do, even during the pandemic, we had the memorial ceremonies. So the mayors that have memorials within their villages will certainly continue to put those together. The governor and dignitaries will be invited. Of course, we always invite our manamko to those events if they're able to get there. And I think more people are more aware of their surroundings these days and what they're able to be a part of and what they should not be a part of based on their health conditions. So we're certainly going to be looking forward to those memorials as well, and we'll make those invitations again soon enough. So yes, there's full-on liberation planning going on, and I think everyone should get excited because it'll be a fun time. So yes, we're doing it.
There you go. So you sure you don't want to tell us about the surprise? Last chance, just between us girls.
Sure, I'm positive.
Okay. All right.
It's gosh, it can't be a surprise if I'm going to tell you.
Mayor, okay, so we had a couple comments here. According to my mayor's office, they're not picking up white goods and scrap metals because government has not paid the vendors.
Call your mayor's office again. That's not, I was going to talk about that real briefly though.
Yeah.
No, please call your mayor's office. And if you're still having an issue, you're welcome to call my office in PD and we'll try and connect you. Thank you for saying that, Chris, because over the weekend, we had to deal with some issues with illegal dumping and where they dump appliances and air conditioners. And gosh, I mean, we talk about it all the time. It's on the news. You guys say it all the time. And call your mayor's office because we have the money. We can certainly pick them up from you. If there was a hiccup in with the vendor side, it's not permanent. It probably was a day or two. If there's tires, the tires are always an issue. Sometimes the machines are down, but it's not that we can't pick it up. So give your mayor's office another call and, kindly ask them to, for an appointment or however the mayor's office does their pickup or retrieves your appliances. But gosh, I'm not sure where these people come from, where they feel like they can just dump it on the side of the road when I'm sure they came from a village. Right. So they live where there's a mayor. So please call your mayor's office and see, if they can help you out. Because if we can't help you, then you can dump it at GSWA or GSWA can pick it up. And so I'm talking about sofas and beds, mattresses. Those are not considered recyclables. But if you're a GSWA customer, you certainly can call them and they can pick that up for you. If you have paint, if you have fire extinguishers, those types of things, used oil, cooking oil, we don't pick them up as recyclables, but you can dump them for free. You don't even have to be a GSWA customer. You can dump them for free in Harmon. So there's just really no excuse to litter, to illegally dump. In PD, just to let you know, this guy probably thought there were no cameras in the area. So if you're going to the Target range, I don't dump at the Target range because there's cameras there. And this gentleman, he's short of me advertising his license plate number. He answered his phone. And he knew why. So as soon as I told him, hi, this is Mayor Alig from PT, he says, oh, I'm coming over to pay the fine and I'll pick up my, I forgot what it was. I think it was a washer. No, it doesn't work that way, dude. I mean, you didn't have to do that. You could have called me. You could have dropped it off at the office. We could have worked it out. But I'm sorry, you're going to get a citation. It doesn't work that way. There are rules. and he automatically knew that he did something wrong. So why do it? So, San Francisco Drive, ladies and gentlemen, going to the target range. It looks dark, but there are cameras in the area, and we'll take you. We'll take you to court because, I mean, it's so easy. Just call your mayor's office, figure it out somehow. And if you don't want to do that, and you want to call GSWA or email GSWA because everyone has a problem getting through to GSWA, if you're a customer, they can take it, right? And if they can't pick it up and it's something you can dump for free, by golly, dump it for free.
We had another comment. Mayor Alig chuckles. Neighborhood watch for villages is great, but now people are breaking, and we're talking about cameras. People are breaking cameras of the residents. Now it's getting harder to protect ourselves and our property. We need more police patrolling the villages. This is the kind of the conversation, right, that's going on now, right? GPD is trying to get these retirees to augment the force, but it's not happening today. What is happening today is that people are continuing to prey upon the good people of Guam. Robberies, home invasions, murders, theft, all kinds of stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, so the thing with Neighborhood Watch, and I'm glad that they recognize that, right? So those of us that have cameras, you help each other. And in the villages where we have Neighborhood Watch programs and you have neighbors who have cameras, your cameras feed off of each other. And so unfortunately, we do have to be a little more proactive, and we do have to use our cameras the best way possible. And if it's feeding off a neighbor to keep yourself protected, why not? If your neighbors are willing to help you, then that's a great community, and that's where we need to go. And you're right, the government is working to secure more officers, and I believe GPD was talking about. I think they only had 6 in the new cycle. So, and you've heard it. You've heard the governor and the administration talk about what they're trying to do. Is it good enough? Is it quick enough? It's not quick enough, obviously, but I don't think anyone is sitting idle doing nothing. So, happy Monday.
There you go. It is what it is. I think that's what you meant to say.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Oh, Mayor, anything in closing before we let you go?
No, I might have more for you next week. I know we're talking about our senior centers opening. That's a big deal.
What's the latest?
But I don't have as I said, I'll have more next week. Okay. We have our regular mayor's council meeting this week, so there's certainly going to be more out of that, and hopefully there's some better news for you next Monday.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks too. Have a good week.
You too. There you go, Mayor Jesse Alig, aka Chuckles. Regular Monday here on The Link, brought to you by Calvo Enterprises, ITD, and Jack in the Box. So there's some stuff that happened in the session relative to the very controversial Resolution 291, and this resolution would, I guess it would end the public health emergency.